Super Draco 380 here, and I'm back after a prolonged absence, and today we're going to be building the Batmobile on this episode of Why? The show where I don't always have a good answer to that question. I do have an answer for why today. Plain and simply, it's because this was a birthday gift. So I figured while I was building it, I'd record this. So, getting into it, I've been gone for a while. And the long story cut short is, I just have a lot going on since July. Now, the big one is I work medical. I have a specialization. I'm not going to talk about it on YouTube, at least right now. But long story short, in addition to that, I've been helping out in various other departments and doing this and that, and basically being a jack of all trades. And without tooting my own horn too much, I've just been really busy with that. And then on top of that, when things finally slowed down and I got some free time, because big thing is got bills to pay. So I've been working a bunch and haven't had as much time or cash to throw at buying random stuff. But then, in the case of the Bismarck and Ecto-1, well, Ecto-1, the company that manufactures the parts for Ecto-1, Eagle Moss, went out of business. And so what that means for the Ecto-1 build, who knows? I think IXO Collections is talking about picking up Ecto-1. They had a whole survey for people who had Ecto-1 subscriptions, so I'm hoping they'll pick it up and I'll be able to finish Ecto-1. I'm going to be very unhappy to either throw out or try to find something to do with a half-finished Ecto-1. Now, as to the Bismarck, well, another long, complicated story short, my card that my Bismarck subscription was linked to had a problem, and it ended up canceling my Bismarck subscription and several of my auto pay for my bills. I got all that fixed, and actually the video after this will be Bismarck. So that also slowed me down quite a bit. But then, getting into recent times, Hurricane Ian came through my area. We didn't have any major damage or problems, just that we lost power for 12 straight hours. So I can't record or I can't record anything or edit anything with no electricity. And then after that, I got pulled for jury duty. And it's like something out of a sitcom, because I got pulled to jury duty and I got called for not one, but 5 jury cases. So this is a week that basically I have to pull out of work one day. I made the mistake of working and then going to jury duty the next morning. And so, if you're ever given the chance to be awake for 27 straight hours, I don't recommend it. So, and jury duty was stupid anyway. I don't know what it is, but the actual day of the case going in front of the jury, people seem to suddenly be a lot more open to settlement than they were before. So, of the 5 cases the 5 cases that I had to go to this courthouse for 4 straight days, well, technically 3 straight. The first day was jury selection, but only 2 of them actually sat in front of us. I mean, if anyone wants to hear, I'll talk about them because, they're resolved, so details, I can talk all about them. They were just a bunch of... One was a misdemeanor case, and the other was a small claims court lawsuit, or maybe not small claims, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I can talk about that in detail if anyone's interested. So, And so that brings us to October the 24th. I'm actually working on this video. Um, so that's a long time from July, the end of July, the beginning of August, but I'm here. The content will be starting to drip again, and we'll see if we can actually get back to our path to raiding the Dragon's Den. As I say it in every video like this, but at 50 subs, Amazon card giveaway. And yeah, so that's the long and short of my absence. Basically, I work too much, and then civil duties on top of why you should always keep very close eye on your finances if you have them on auto pay. But anyway, so I was given this Batmobile for my birthday. It works for me because the Batman, I loved it as a movie. It's a weird thing though, because the more I've thought on it, and having watched it twice, once in the theater and then once at home with the rest of my family, it's a weird thing that I love the movie and everything about it, but I actually don't think I'm really that amped up to watch a sequel. It almost feels like I don't need to watch a sequel because I got everything this franchise is going to offer. And maybe it's just because I think they're blowing their load a little too early by introducing the Joker in the first movie of a planned trilogy. As just following a thematic process, since the Joker was in the first movie of the Burton movies, and then you follow that up during the Nolan trilogy, Joker was in the second movie. So just following that, I would think you'd want to make a bigger deal out of the Joker in the second movie and have him actually appear in the third movie. Which I think is why they kind of dialed it back, tried to make it a little more mysterious who he was and why he was talking to Riddler, and maybe I should say spoiler warning, but it's October. If you haven't seen the Batman, you're probably not going to see it. But anyway, so I think that they tried to dial it back a little bit, and then the director just had to come out and go, "No, that's the Joker." Which, I saw the deleted version of the scenes with the Joker, and while I get what they're going for, I kind of would have liked a different take on Joker than he just has the horrible scars and the smile. Because, they did that in the Nolan thing, so why can't they do something different? But I guess maybe it'll be way better than I'm expecting. Maybe when the sequel comes out, it'll be so mind-blowingly good that I won't, but I don't know. So, regardless. So anyhow, this was a fun build. It was simple, but not that kind of simple that takes the fun out of it. And I gotta appreciate that it came with a full kit of those splat effects that normally come with the, they normally come with superhero sets, but you know what I mean. They usually come with, like Spider-Man or energy-based superheroes and not typically Batman. But but anyhow, so I've rambled for quite a bit. Beyond that, the shorts for this one, I tried doing a little bit of comedy. It may not be for everyone. Some of it I think kind of was, just plain cringe, but I'm still gonna post it because I worked on it. I took the time to think of it, so I'm not gonna just not let it see the light of day. I mean, I do enough of that on my own because I work third shift. But anyhow, I think I'm going to rest my voice at this point and we're going to go out on the music. But thanks for watching. I'm back, and like I said, content drip resumes. And then the Dragon's Den at 50 subs, $25 Amazon gift card. Instructions when we actually hit the 50. Beyond that, thanks for watching. Appreciate you checking out my videos again. And I'll be back with another video.